go.
Indeed, coming to you right here from Richards Bay, where the South African National Defence Force, showcasing their military capability. But it's not only a day for that; it's a day whereby also the South African National Defence Force, takes time to commemorate those fallen women and men. And also, an incident that happened, in 1917 when more than 600 South African soldiers perished while they were deployed to go and participate in the First World War. This day is not only about commemoration; it's also about showcasing, and this obviously has a reason, where young people are shown, how the army operates, what the army has, and what it takes to be in the military. But with me here, I'm with a young lady, Patience Malebana.
Patience
Lesabane, excuse me for that.
Yes.
You joined the military. When we spoke, you said you joined the SANDF in 2019.
Yes, correct.
Just take us through your experiences to date and what made you, to join the army. I mean, we heard the president saying that it's not an easy task.
Yeah, it is not easy, but definitely doable. I joined the South African Air Force in 2019 after I just completed my BA in Political Science and International Relations. I'd like to believe that for me to join, it was a calling because, while we were in varsity, we were discussing different careers where we would use our degrees. And one of my then colleagues said, you'd feature well in the military. I had little information, but I made it my prerogative to go out there and research more about what is it that I can use or volunteer my skills in the SA Air Force.
You as a young person would encourage young people to join in, to sign in. I mean, when I heard the president speak and when I read on it, it'd be like, you put your life, at risk. Would you encourage young people?
I would definitely encourage young people to look into the different careers we have in the South African National Defence Force, simply because it is not only about the shootings. There are many diverse careers that people could venture into. For instance, this past week in Richards Bay, I've been part of the chaperoning team, whereby we escort learners to Fen Park area where different arms of services are there with different careers presenting to these learners that, listen here, this is what we are doing. We don't only hold guns. Yes, we are soldiers before our professions, but these are our day-to-day duties on a daily basis.
Okay, just the last one from me.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, for those who are stereotyped that saying that the army is not for women, what do you say to that?
I'd say the army is definitely for everyone. It's not based on any gender. There are women who are thriving in the South African National Defence Force. In the Air Force, for instance, we have Major Mandisa Mfeka, who is a fighter pilot. We also have Sergeant Kalenga, who recently completed her paratrooping course, which is considered to be very challenging.
Well, thank you so much. That was one of the young ladies we met here. What created, interest was that, I saw her walking by and we just had a conversation, and you'd be surprised how many young people are part of the SANDF. But with that being said, it's back to you in studio.